CapCut is known for making video editing simple, but their new AI tools go way beyond that. Now you can create entire videos, script, voiceover, visuals, captions, even thumbnails without ever recording yourself or touching an editing timeline. No face, no voice, no problem. If you're a solo creator or a camera shy beginner, this is a game changer for you. Hi, I'm Bogdan Balan, and if being on camera or recording your voice has been holding you back from creating content, you are going to love this. CapCut's new AI tools makes it possible to generate complete videos from idea generation to thumbnails without filming a single thing. And if you do create your own content, these tools can still save you hours with things like script generation, auto captions, and turning long videos into short clips. So, let me show you exactly how it works. In this video, I'll walk you through CapCut's new AI tools from brainstorming ideas and generating full scripts to adding voiceovers, music, and even creating thumbnails, plus a bonus feature that allows you to turn long-form videos into shorts. First, I want to brainstorm some video ideas, and to do that, I'm going to use the Brainstorm with AI feature that CapCut offers. And to do that, we want to use the CapCut desktop version, and here we want to click on AI Video Maker. Once we do that, we have a few different options here. For this part, we want to focus on Brainstorm with AI. So for this example, I'm looking at creating a video about the fitness niche, and I'm thinking something about a video to do with should I work out in the morning or work out in the evening. Let's start with something like morning versus evening workout. So here we have a few examples that we can use. So unlocking your best workout, morning versus evening, find your ideal time. We can go ahead and generate more topics. Morning versus evening workouts, which one fuels your fitness goal? I actually like this one. And again, we're only coming up with ideas here, but then we can go ahead and refine these titles when we get towards the end of it. Now that I decided on the title, which is morning versus evening workouts, pros and cons, I can go ahead and use the AI Video Maker to actually start working on my video. And to do that, what we want to do here is we want to click on new project. This will open up the AI Video Maker for us. So in the Video Maker here, there's a few parts to it. First, I'm going to click on script, and we're going to have to provide a topic for our video. My video here will be morning versus evening workout. Then we want to provide the key points for our video. Okay, so now we came up with the key points for our video. Create a 5-minute video script about morning versus evening workout. And I also want to be specific in terms of I want the video to have morning workout pros, morning workout cons, evening workout pros, and evening workout cons. So as I'm saying in the key points here, I want a 5-minute script. So on the duration, I'm going to select 5 minutes. Next, we can use mimic writing style. Here we can enter a script or extract one from a video in order for the AI to be able to mimic the style of that script when generating our script. However, for this example, I'm not going to enter a script here. Lastly, we have more requirements. So in these requirements here, as you can see the example, which is create a fun and engaging TikTok video script. So in my scenario here will be create an engaging and motivating YouTube video. Once I'm happy with the information provided, I can go ahead and click create. Once I click create, it will start generating my script. Now the script has been generated and ready to use. However, I went through the script here and I do like it. The only thing is the hook is slightly too short for a YouTube video hook. I'm going to go ahead and highlight the part that I want to change, and then I'm going to click rewrite. And here we can provide information in terms of what to do with it. We can specify exactly how we want the AI tool to rewrite the text, or we can go ahead and just click improve it, make it longer or make it shorter. So let's just first try these options here and see how they work. We can see here it created it. It's slightly longer, but I'm not sure if this is enough. However, what we need to do here, we want to write it again and just specify one last time to make it longer one more time. So let's see what it comes up with. Now, we had to rewrite it twice, but now you can see it's long enough for a 30-second YouTube hook. So I'm happy with that. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to click replace. And that's how you generate your script. You can edit the script. You can make any changes you want to the script if you're not happy with it. In my scenario, for example, I didn't like the hook too much, so I had to go ahead a couple of times and just tweak it and just tell the tool to rewrite it twice, but it did great. Now that we have the script ready and we are happy with it, we can go ahead and click on scenes. And here we're going to have two things that we're going to talk about: the voices that we're going to use and the media. And first, let's start with the voiceover. Here we can use avatars, and we have a wide selection of avatars that we can select from. However, in my scenario, I'm not necessarily going to use an avatar for this, but instead, I'm going to create my video having a voiceover and then displaying media with my script. For my video, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on voice, and here again, we have a wide range of different voices that we can use, or we can create our own voice or customized voices. I'm not going to walk you through the process of creating your own voice. You can try that yourself. However, what I'm going to do here is I can go ahead, select one of the voices that I want to use. Now, in my scenario, I actually want to use a male voice, slightly more motivational. So let me try and listen to some of them just to see which one I want to go with.
Welcome to Creating Voiceovers. Welcome to Creating Voiceovers.
So once I selected my voice, which is Richard, I'm going to go ahead and click apply to all scenes because I want the video to be consistent and I want the same voice for the whole video. Now the voice has been added to the script. I can just go ahead here and click play and I will be able to hear the voice reading out the script. So let me just show you.
On the flip side, night owls love unwinding. After a long day, letting the stress melt away.
Now that we have added the voiceover to our video, we can go ahead next and look at the scenes. For the visuals for our video, what we can do here is I want to search or maybe generate some media that has to do with fitness and sport and have the media shown while the script is being read in the background. So let's go ahead and click on media and see what we can do with that. There's three options. Generate AI media, which means that it will generate the media in styles like realistic, anime, and more. If we wanted to generate some AI media, what we could have done is click on generate media. We would select the format that we wanted in, so either desktop or mobile version, and then we can select the style such as realistic film, movie, futuristic, or so on. Once we would select our style that we want to do it in, we can go ahead, click apply to all scenes, and that will generate the media in the style that we selected for all the different clips. However, for my video, I'm not going to go with generate AI media. Next, we have match your media, which means that you can upload and automatically match your media. So if you have B-rolls and photos or videos, you can upload those and then match them to the parts of the script that you want to. However, again, this is not the option I want to go with. What I want to use for this example is actually match stock media, and the way it works is it will match high quality media from vast libraries. And to do that, we can go ahead here and match the media, or we can just click on this drop down here and it works the same way, because we can go ahead and actually search for stock media. So I can click search for the stock media here and then even type in what I'm looking for, right? So in my scenario, I'm looking for something that's either fitness or workout. So as you can see, we have different medias that we can use. So let's just say we could go ahead and just select this one first. That video will be added to our first part of the video. So let me show an example here.
The classic debate, morning workouts or evening sweat sessions.
However, I want to automate as much as possible and not spend too much time myself. What I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to click match media, click continue, and I'll let the AI tool match the media for me. So find the media that's most relevant to my script from the stock media that you have available and match it to my script. And now the media has been matched. We can go ahead and play our video and see how it looks, right? So
the classic debate, morning workouts or evening sweat sessions.
We can see here that the media that was matched to our script is actually a lot to do with fitness, energy, waking up early, and the benefits that it has on your body. So I'm happy with that. As you can see, we can go ahead and replace the video. If you want to replace it with something else, we can go ahead and select the video we want to replace it with. For example, here, let's just do workout, and we could just take this video and replace that one with this video instead, just to kind of show the example. And now we can see here that this video has been added instead of the one that was there.
On the flip side, night owl.
We can also delete the media if you're not happy with that and then add the new one. Now, one thing that I quickly want to show you here is this is the preview of your video. So it shows exactly how your video will look. And we can always go ahead, click full screen just to see the video in full screen and go through it and see if we're happy with everything that we have here. Now that we have the script done, the voiceover selected, and we've added the scenes to the video, next we can go ahead and add the captions to our video. So to add the captions to our video, what we need to do is we need to click on elements, and here we can select the different templates for the caption. However, you can see some of them would have a purple diamond. That means that you need a pro version of CapCut to use those. However, there's plenty of them that are free, so don't worry about getting the paid version. You can actually use the free version of it. So just to show an example here, you can go ahead, select whatever caption you want, and this caption tool is mainly very useful when you're creating TikToks or maybe YouTube shorts, because a lot of those would have captions. Long form videos such as YouTube videos doesn't necessarily have captions, or you don't know uses those captions. One thing that I quickly want to mention here is that we do have AI edit here, and what that does is it automatically highlight the keywords and add music, stickers, and effects to it. But keep in mind, this is still in beta and it might not work as you expect it to work. However, I'm not going to use that for my video, but instead you can go ahead and try it yourself. Now that we have the caption added to our video, next what we want to do here is we want to go ahead and select some music. So I'm going to go ahead, click on music, and here we can select from the different recommended options. We can go ahead, select from a category, we can search for the music. What I do want to add here is this song, because I've tried it before and I actually like it, and I think it goes with the vibe of the video. So let me go ahead, click on it. We can hear the music playing when we click on it. So in order to select it for my video, what I need to do here is click the plus sign, and that will be added to my video.
The classic debate, morning workouts, or evening sweat.
When I'm playing it, I can hear that the music is way too loud. So in order to adjust this, what I need to do here is click on this button and it will allow me to adjust the volume. I think this is perfect. The song is the perfect vibe for my video that has to do with fitness, and the volume of it is not too high but not too low. So I think it just adds the extra touch. I'm happy with that. Now we have the video ready, so we can go ahead and click export to export our video. Then I can go ahead and just select what quality do I want. Then I'm going to go ahead and select the resolution. So probably I'm going to go with something like 4K, and then the format will be MP4, and then the frame rate, it's either 24 or 30 frames per second. That's perfectly fine. When I'm happy with that, I can click export, and then we just have to wait for our video to export. Now that we have the video ready, before we can actually upload it to YouTube, what we need to do first is we need to create a thumbnail for our video, which brings me to my next point, which is image editing. Going back to the homepage here, we can click on image editing, and this will open up different templates that we can use to edit images. So to show you some examples, we can start with an Instagram post, Instagram story, or YouTube thumbnail. We want to go ahead and create our YouTube thumbnail for the video, so we can click on YouTube thumbnail. So we have templates here. We search for morning versus evening, and then it gives us the templates that we can use. I think this is the perfect template that I can use. Again, I'll need to do some editing to it, but I think this fits nicely with the video that I created. The best thing about it is that each element is editable on its own. So what I want to do here is to upload my own images here to make it better. I will keep the different elements that you can see, the sun here, AM, and maybe the moon and the PM here. So let me delete this one. And then now we want to go ahead and upload our own images here. So let me go ahead and upload a picture that resembles morning. And also I want to go ahead and upload an image that resembles night. Okay, now that we have these two images uploaded here, let me just try and play around with it. Let's go ahead and add this image because we want to resemble morning. So we have the sun here. And then let's go ahead, delete this one, and maybe just add the moon. The next thing I want to do potentially is maybe move these two elements at the top. We can play around with these ones in a second. But before we do that, I want to upload an image of myself here as well. We're going to get rid of these stars here. I don't want the stars. I don't think we need the moon and the sun because we have the sun and the moon there. We just need the AM and the PM here. Lastly, we want to come up with a title here, right? So let's go ahead and just add title, maybe something like this. What we want to do next is download the thumbnail, and here we can click download all and then click download again. So for quality, we're going to leave it high, and then the format, it's a JPEG. That's perfectly fine for a thumbnail. It already has the correct size because we selected the thumbnail template. We can click download, and that's it, is ready for us to go ahead and use. As promised at the beginning of the video, I'll walk you through the bonus feature that allows to turn long videos into shorts, and to be honest, this is one of my favorite features. So once again, on the homepage, under more tools, we can go ahead and click on long videos to shorts. Here we'll be asked to upload a long form video that we want to turn it into shorts. For this scenario, I'm going to go ahead and click on the drag and drop file, and here I'm going to upload one of my previous videos. So let me go ahead, select the file, click open, and now that video has been added here. Now there's a few things that we need to go through. First of all, it tells us how long the video is. We can go ahead and adjust this to a specific part of the video that we want to turn into shorts, or we can let the full video selected, which means that then the AI will just try and break this video down into multiple shorts. Anyway, I'm going to leave the full video selected, and next here we can select one of the captions that we want to use for our shorts. As you can see, we have multiple templates that we can use. Some of them are for the pro version that we need to pay for. However, we have plenty enough to work with that are free, and we should not worry about the pay version for right now anyway. So here I want to go ahead and select one of the caption templates. So I'm just going to go ahead with this one that's selected. Next, we need to set the duration for the shorts, and here we can leave it set to auto, which means that the AI will decide, or we can go ahead, select the duration that we like. I can leave it to auto. However, one thing that I want to show you here, and let me hide this quickly. For this, we can see here that it says time needed. It's 8 minutes because the whole video it's 8 minutes, and the way this works is you have 60 minutes per month free. So in my scenario, I've already used 8 minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and use another 8 minutes now when I'm going to click convert. Once you click convert, I'll wait for the AI to generate the shorts, and I'll show you once it's ready. So let me go ahead and click convert here. Now that the tool finished generating the shorts, we can see here that I have 7 different shorts based on what the AI decided that will be the relevant information for each short. So you can see here that it actually breaks it down nicely. First of all, it starts with the title, well structured, and it focuses on the 5 powerful pros and 4 real cons of morning workouts you need to know. Next, the second short here, which is the 5 amazing benefits of evening workout that will change your fitness game. So as you can see here, we have 7 different shorts that we can go ahead and upload to attract a wider audience to our channel. I enjoy this feature. I think it's one of the best features that CapCut came up with in terms of AI features. I hope you find that as useful as I do. One last thing to mention here is that you can actually export each short that you want, and you can even share it directly to TikTok, YouTube, or maybe make some edits to it if need be. So anyway, I'm gonna let you go ahead and play around with the tool and see how it works, but I hope it makes sense and I hope it's a very useful tool that you can use going forward that will allow you to repurpose your content and allow you to generate more content quickly. As you can see, you don't need a camera, mic, or editing experience to start creating high quality content anymore. CapCut AI tools take care of the heavy lifting so you can focus on the message, not the tech. I hope this made content creation feel more doable for you. Drop a comment below if you have any questions and I'll answer them. If you enjoyed this video, click over here to watch my video on how to create a social media campaign for less than $25. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.